The vibe shift continues. We're moving in a positive direction, you guys. Onwards and upwards. I'm Erin. I'm QueenBeeTarot. I've got full-length detailed horoscopes on my YouTube channel, covering 2 weeks, including now. And right here, we have an amazing vibe shift continuing because Mars moves into Leo. Now, Mars has been in Cancer for the last couple of months. And while it's been there, there's been so much emotion around what we're doing, what we feel like maybe we're not doing, thinking extra hard about how we feel, about our strengths, our failures, and everything in between. It's a bit touchy, it's a bit rough. So now that Mars, representing action, moves into Leo, which is proud, confident, and brave, there is a touch of ego. There is a touch of maybe being a little bit cocky, but what's going on is that we definitely have a vibe shift in a positive direction. We've got sunshine, we've got confidence, we've got much more positivity, and that's really accentuated by the combination of Mercury in Sagittarius, the moon in Sagittarius, which means that our headspace, our emotions are united with optimism and with curiosity. So definitely good vibes to really kind of close out the weekend right now. And to top it all off, Venus in Sagittarius is making an opposition to Jupiter and Gemini today. So that means that your personal interactions, the way that you seek out conversation and connection, it's going to be much more brave. It's going to be much more bold as far as maybe saying the thing that you've always wanted to say but never had the guts to say, or maybe expressing confidence and applying for that job that you don't feel qualified for. Why not? Go for it, right? I mean, the worst that could happen is they'd say no, but the best that could happen is they could hire you. So definitely see these symbols of sunshine, much more positive energy. Feels like we're kind of coming out of the darkness. It's been a heavy go, that's for sure. But one of the biggest things was that Mars was at the final degrees of Cancer, forming an opposition to Pluto at the final degrees of Capricorn. And that was an influence for the last, like, at least week or so, keeping us in a stressed out, focused on power struggles, focused on shadow work, feeling as though our obstacles and troubles and woes are insurmountable. It was a really overwhelming feeling because anytime any planet is at the final degrees of a sign, there's a sense of urgency, like, I have to figure this out now or never, or whatever the case may be. And it really peaked out because Mercury, communication, formed an opposition to Uranus, which is change and upheaval. So really, there's been so much change. There's been so much upheaval. And what we've got right now is an influence of being able to start fresh. And sometimes the biggest question in our growth and our healing and our personal process is that after we clear out the yuck and clear out the mess, what next? And sometimes we feel as though maybe we're stuck in a vacuum, like this empty space, devoid of meaning or devoid of structure, or, you know what I mean? Sometimes we just feel like so empty, but at the same time, if we've been working to clear out the yuck, then that emptiness is something to be cherished in a way, because it's like a blank canvas. It's an opportunity to paint the life of your dreams with intention, with slow manifestation and creation, a willingness to set boundaries and enforce them in a way that helps you stay soft and strong in who you are. So the cards that I pulled today are really, it feels like it's an extension of that we have an opportunity to kind of go back to the drawing board and really be intentional about the lives that we create, the people that we surround ourselves by, and what exactly it is that we're striving for. You know, sometimes some of the things that really break us up are the realizations that maybe our goals are unattainable. And if those goals in any way were superficial, like wanting to have a particular representation of status or wealth or something like that, those ones are often easier to let go of, because we can be like, okay, well, I don't need that fancy car, for example, I can settle for less. Where we can't settle for less is the people that we share our lives with. And to have the lovers come up means that the karmic chapter that we're going through right now is the theme of who are the people that are closest to our heart. Just because it says the lovers doesn't mean it has to be like really a lover. This is somebody we love. This is somebody that we meet hand in hand when it comes to approaching life, the good, the bad, and everything in between. So, you know, people don't have to provide physical representations of how important you are. It's about time. It's about energy. It's about the feeling as though we are safe, we are accepted, and we are lifted up, right? So allow yourself to just kind of reflect in the space, whatever empty space you're working with, whatever fresh start, clean slate you're working with. Give yourself permission to intentionally make that painting as much, as beautiful as you want it, with your needs being met, with the feelings of being safe, with the feeling of, give yourself permission to start fresh in any way you want, because you write your own fate. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Erin. I'm Queen Bee Tarot. Sending you guys all of my loves. Take care out there. Be gentle with yourselves, and I will see you tomorrow.